Live from KSAT 12, the news at 5:30 starts right now.
Smoke seen billowing high into the sky. Many on the west side of San Antonio able to see those clouds of smoke. We were there on the ground as firefighters responded to that house fire. And volunteers in San Antonio sort through donations in a humanitarian effort. The group hoping to help Haitian migrants. Coming up, but first. We begin tonight with new details in a crash that claimed 3 lives on the city's west side. The 17-year-old driver who ran into them is suspected of driving drunk. The victims, now identified as being from La Mesa, Texas. That's just about an hour south of Lubbock. The Bexar County medical examiner tonight confirming the 3 people who died as 37-year-old Daniel Valenzuela Jr., 69-year-old Daniel Valenzuela Sr., and 84-year-old Andrea Uvalli, who died on the way to the hospital. A 4th person in that vehicle remains hospitalized tonight. Jonathan Cotto has more.
A horrific and deadly scene early this morning. Victims thrown from what used to be their vehicle, now a mangled mess. The crash happened at around 1:30 on the access road of 1604 at Culebra. Investigators say the vehicle with 4 people inside was heading northbound on the access road and had a green light at the intersection of Culebra. But as that car crossed the intersection, police say another vehicle driven by a teenager traveling on Culebra at a high rate of speed slammed into the car and the 4 people inside.
Crashed right into it, demolishing that vehicle. What we know right now is the vehicle traveling on the access road was 4 times, as I mentioned, by 4 adults. The two passengers, or either the driver and a passenger, were pronounced deceased on the scene. The other 2 were transported to a local hospital.
Police say a 37-year-old man and a front passenger, a 16-year-old man, were pronounced dead at the scene. In the backseat, an 84-year-old woman who police say was taken to an area hospital but later died of her injuries. They say the 4th passenger, a 41-year-old woman, was also taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say the driver of that other vehicle, a 17-year-old man who showed signs of intoxication, he was taken to a nearby hospital where police say he will be further evaluated. This case remains under investigation. Of course, we'll update you as more information is made available. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Turning now to another deadly crash under investigation tonight. This one near the Alamo Dome, where traffic was backed up because of one crash. Police say another crash happened when a truck tried to swerve out of the way from the scene, but ended up hitting another vehicle, creating a chain reaction. It all happened around 9 o'clock last night near I-37 in Florida. Fire crews tried to rescue a woman, but she died at the scene. 2 other people were taken to the hospital with injuries. Officers say the driver of the truck did not show any signs of intoxication. New at 5:30, smoke billowing from a home and over a west side neighborhood. This was the scene on Cliff Creek, not far from Culebra and Tezel Road. Firefighters called to the scene of a house fire there just before 2:30. A grandmother and grandson were able to make it out of that home safely with their pets. Flames, though, torching the windows, melting the siding, and left behind a major amount of damage. Some of the surrounding homes even had some damage. Firefighters believe that fire started accidentally, possibly because of an electrical issue. The Wonderland of America's Mall set to reopen the booster shot clinic tomorrow at 10 a.m. A reminder, though, this is only for those who are eligible and received the Pfizer shot for their previous doses of the vaccine. You also must be 65 years or older or 18 and older with underlying health conditions like diabetes or obesity, or working in a high-risk environment. The booster shots have been able to increase protection for the most vulnerable, but those who haven't had their first shot yet are without the same protection. John Lawrence reports.
Some progress in the U.S.'s fight against COVID-19. Average daily cases are at a low not seen since early August, but the battle is far from over.
Funeral homes are out of storage, our hospitals are out of storage. It's just become quite a mess.
About 64% of eligible people in the U.S. are now fully vaccinated, according to the CDC. While some Americans have already had a 3rd shot, more than 70 million eligible Americans have yet to roll up their sleeves for the first time.
We're seeing people not getting vaccinated, even though vaccines will save their life. It's really unfortunate because at this point, the data are so clear. The evidence is so overwhelming.
Health officials say getting a potentially life-saving shot should not be a political issue.
This isn't Democrat or Republican. This is life and death. And when have we gotten to the point where we are so determined to either be a red state or a blue state versus saving lives?
CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says the booster shots will help, but they won't give the U.S. the upper hand on the virus.
Infections among the unvaccinated continue to fuel this pandemic, resulting in a rising number of cases, hospitalizations, and deaths.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, if you have not received your first or second dose of COVID-19 vaccine, head on over to KSAT.com. Right now, we have this week's list of vaccine clinics that are available. You can also schedule an appointment with your local pharmacy to get the shot. Still ahead on the news at 5:30, a tradition returns to San Antonio. We take a look at Ciclovia coming up. And an update on the humanitarian effort, the grassroots group in San Antonio that is making a big impact for those Haitian migrants. It's next. Today, boxes of much-needed supplies sorted by volunteers. It is a grassroots effort that sprouted out of San Antonio and is meant to help the Haitian migrants that are in need. While some were processed, others are still in Mexico. Black Freedom Factory received more than 60,000 donations and sorted them at the Travis Park Church today. Executive Director Kimya Factory says some donations are going to Houston, where some of the migrants are being held, and then beyond.
We are working statewide and nationwide, also overseas, to get these supplies to the people that it has directly impacted.
Shelters and churches who are helping Haitian migrants are getting those supplies. Factory says organizations helping the migrants in their transition can connect with them at info@blackfreedomfactory.org, or you can also connect with them through their social media pages. Many of the migrants were deported back to Haiti, and others who made the trip away from Haiti years earlier remain in Brazil. While the camp in Del Rio was cleared, many migrants set up tarps and tents in Mexico. Now we've learned that a camp in the city of Acuna has been cleared. Some migrants were able to find refuge with residents there who took them into their own homes. Mexico's government has flown groups of migrants to a detention center near the Guatemalan border as they try and seek asylum, but that process could be seeing a backup in cases. Back here at home, Ciclovia is back in San Antonio after pushing through the height of the pandemic. Residents able once again to take over the streets in the name of exercise for a couple of hours. The YMCA working together with the city and Metro Health to organize that event. Lots of bikes taking advantage of a section of car-free streets.
A full round trip of 1.5 miles from Confluence Park to Roosevelt Park. Lots of activities, group exercise demos, food trucks, and our wonderful community partners.
City also able to offer some COVID-19 vaccines at the event today. It has become a tradition encouraging residents to get out and get active. And I tell you what, Katie, perfect weather to be out there riding in the streets today.
Oh, yeah. Glad to see it was another great day for that event this morning. And look at this view of live cam. I love me some cirrus clouds. Those are those high, thin clouds in the background there. And that's really all we've had in the sky today. It's warm out there, upper 80s, low 90s. And this is our last day with some lower humidity, making it feel really comfortable out there. Changes start to kick in tomorrow, and we've got some good rain chances coming our way this week, so we'll talk about that coming up. First, the aquifer is up just 1/10 of a foot in the past 24 hours, and in your pollen count today, ragweed is moderate, molds and fall elm are low. We'll be right back.
We've had a very nice stretch of some late September cooler weather, less humidity, but things are about to change, huh, Katie?
Oh, yes, they are. But I think a lot of folks are going to be happy because we're talking some good rain chances kicking in this week. Not necessarily tomorrow, but by late Tuesday and then all the way into the start of next weekend. It's looking like we could rack up some pretty good rain around here. So some things to look forward to. In the meantime, let's just enjoy this lovely evening that is underway out there. Current conditions at the airports, mostly sunny skies. Just some high thin cirrus clouds. 88, our dew point is nice and low. It's at 49. So with that low of a dew point, the heat index is actually lower than the actual air temperature. That's what that dry air will do for you. It's going to be another pleasant evening. Sunset is at 7:25. After that, temperatures will settle pretty comfortably in the 70s for most of the night. Light winds, maybe a light breeze here or there. Overall, just another really comfortable evening. If you can spend a little bit of time outdoors, maybe have dinner out on the patio or something like that, it's going to be very comfortable, especially as we get closer to sunset. An 89 in New Braunfels, mid 80s in the Hill Country. We do have some spots in the low to mid 90s, but again, for everyone, it's still pretty comfortable. Our wind direction is what I really want you to take note of here. It has been easterly the past couple of days. Now it's starting to become more and more southeasterly off the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what's going to help to pump the humidity back in as we get into the day tomorrow. For now, our dew points are still really, really nice. It is still very comfortable across the board. Watch how our dew points change, though. Even by tomorrow morning, they'll be a little bit higher than the past several mornings. So as you step out Monday morning, you may notice it's just slightly more humid out there. We'll also have some morning clouds tomorrow. As we get into tomorrow afternoon, dew points will try to come down a bit, but it won't be quite as dry as it was this weekend. But the really big push of higher humidity, look at this dark green color coming in here, that is going to be by Tuesday morning with dew points jumping back into oppressive territory. So it's going to feel a lot more like summer, spring here as far as the humidity goes by Tuesday. That, however, is going to go hand in hand with some good chances of rain. So we'll have a really humid air mass in place as a couple of rain-making disturbances move in from the west. So we'll be looking west for our rain chances this week. Rainmaker number 1 will move in late Tuesday into Wednesday, Thursday, and then right on its heels, there's actually going to be another cutoff low pressure system that will drop south, almost kind of move in right behind it. These two rainmakers moving in this week are going to allow for periods of showers and thunderstorms to move in and out throughout the week. So not one single day is going to be a complete washout, but essentially each day we'll have a window for some showers and storms, some heavy rain as well. And this does look to continue all the way into next weekend. Here's a quick look at the rainfall potential over the next week. This will be a good rainmaker for Texas over the next 7 days here. We do have a couple of bullseyes. We're looking at a widespread essentially from the Lubbock area south down to the Concho Valley, even to our area, widespread 1 to 3 inches of rain possible over the next 7 days. I'll zoom in closely here. Just know these totals could kind of change over the next couple of days. But here's kind of an early look at the rainfall potential for you. A good portion of the area, I believe, is looking at 1 to 3 inches of rain over the next 7 days. There will be some locally higher totals, but overall, this is looking like a good change in our weather pattern that will be conducive to some beneficial rain for us. Now, we will have to watch by the end of the week here with these periods of heavy rain over several days. We could start to see some localized flooding issues by the end of the week, start of next weekend, so something to keep in mind. Here are the high points for you. I've got your daily rain chances as far as coverage goes. Keep in mind, though, periods of heavy rain, not raining all day each day, but some each day. Part of the day could be rainy, and we could see some overnight rain and storms possible as well. So you've got a lot on your plate this week. We'll take care of the forecast. The easiest thing you can do, just make sure you have the KSAT Weather Authority app downloaded on your phone. We've got the app for Apple and Android. This is a good way for you to keep up with this busy forecast as we head into this new work and school week. So tomorrow, just a chance of some coastal showers. It's Tuesday that we start to pick up the rain chances. Periods of heavy rain all the way through next weekend. Tim?
Looks good. Thank you, Katie. All right, Larry, despite an impressive start for the UTSA Roadrunners, not a lot of love yet to get them in the top 25.
Well, they're trending up slowly but surely. And after the Roadrunners won at Memphis yesterday, a lot of their fans are saying, hey, we should be in the top 25. Well, they are getting votes, but they did not crack the top 25 yet. Plus, Cowboys' Lyle Collins reportedly tried to bribe the wrong person, which is part of the reason why he got suspended. Coming up.
I've never had one before, you know. As a head coach in high school, I always had my trainers empty all the ices. I hate that stuff, right? I'm always afraid I'm going to have a heart attack. He just nailed me. And he literally, what's the song, Take My Breath Away? He took my breath away.
Coach Traylor didn't have time to ask his trainers to empty the Gatorade bucket, and he paid the price with an ice-cold victory bath in big board sports. Love that look on his face. UTSA football still unranked in the AP Top 25, despite their comeback win at the Memphis Tigers yesterday, improving to 4-0. The new poll dropped at 1 p.m. today, and the Roadrunners got 4 total votes in the AP poll and 11 votes in the coaches poll, up from 1 vote last week. The Roadrunners were down 21-0 after one quarter, but fought back to beat Memphis 31-28, scoring the final 17 points of the game. Hunter Duplessis walked it off with a 42-yard field goal as time expired to seal the deal. So did Hunter know the kick was good?
Yeah, no doubt. There wasn't a doubt in my mind when I struck it that it was going in. Again, it's about going back to what you always do. Nothing's 100%. They can call you automatic all you want, but it's all about the next kick and doing what you know how to do and what you rep. So that was the mentality taking the field. That was the mentality during the kick. And when it left my foot, I knew I had done the things that I had done over and over again. And, great team win there.
The UTSA was down 21-7 at halftime, and Memphis had to think they were well on their way to winning, but the Roadrunners just will not quit, and that starts with Coach Traylor and his staff. Listen to this great soundbite from Coach about what he told his guys at halftime.
I literally told them at halftime, this is one of them kind of games where you went home, your wife left you, you lost your job, truck won't crank, lawnmower won't crank, kids crying in there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's where we are right now. We're gonna be men of integrity. We're gonna pack it up and get out of here. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. That's what our kids did.
He is a quote machine. The Roadrunners will show that fight again Saturday, 5 p.m. when they host the 0-4 UNLV Rebels football team. After their first loss of the season, 20-10 to Arkansas, Texas A&M dropped 8 spots to number 15 in the latest AP Top 25. The Hogs beat them in every phase of the game to end A&M's 9-game winning streak in that series. The Aggies allowed their first passing touchdown this season on this 85-yard pass. They gave up 300 yards in the first half and 443 for the game. The defense gave up big plays, something they really haven't allowed before yesterday.
The SEC is big boy ball. You have to step up. It's the next man up every single day, and just installing everything we need to install throughout practice and getting after it together. Just got to put in everybody's head, just constantly getting after everybody when something's not going right during practice, and it just always starts in practice, so just correcting it there.
A&M will host Mississippi State at Kyle Field Saturday night at 6. The Bulldogs are 2-2.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
Dallas Cowboys right tackle La'el Collins was suspended 5 games for trying to bribe the NFL drug test collector who came to test his sample, per ESPN's Adam Schefter. Players cannot be suspended for positive marijuana tests under the NFL's collective bargaining agreement, but Collins' issue was multiple missed tests and trying to bribe the test collector, sources told Schefter. He reportedly missed 7 drug tests, which contributed to the NFL's decision to suspend him. So Collins will miss out on Cowboys' Monday night game against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys' 2021 home opener, after going 1-1 on the road to start the season. And this is Dak's first game back at AT&T Stadium since Week 5 of last season, when he suffered that lower leg injury.
Excited just to get back to AT&T, obviously the greatest place to play, and to do it with a full stadium. Cowboy fans going crazy, I'm sure. Monday Night Football, division opponent. No better way really for this team just to start the season off at home. I'm excited for it. We've got to start off and get this first division win. This is a great atmosphere to be able to do it in, and I'm excited for the challenge.
Cowboys linebacker Keanu Neal will miss the Monday night game after testing positive for COVID-19. Neal leads the boys linebackers in snaps this season with 101. Cowboys will host the Eagles tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. Baltimore at Detroit today. Fourth quarter, 4th and 19 Ravens, when Lamar Jackson finds Sammy Watkins for a 36-yard gain to the Lions' 48 with 15 seconds to go. 2 spikes later, bring on Justin Tucker for a 66-yard field goal, and it's good, bouncing off the crossbar and over. A new NFL record kick by 2 yards, and the Ravens walk off the Lions 19-17. Marshall and O'Connor from Friday night went down to the final seconds, fourth quarter. Aiden Latta throws to John Locke, 15-yard touchdown, and the Panthers lead 38-35 with 1:07 to go. Rams come back, though. Anthony Conway scores from 4 yards out with 27 seconds left, and Marshall wins this District 29-6A contest 42-38. Now, thanks to Texas Sports Productions, we're able to show you that ending. And don't forget, tonight on Instant Replay, we have the best of BGC from this week. Best pass, catch, run, play, and game, plus a brand new 12's Top 12. Be sure to tune in 11 p.m.
We'll be there. Thank you, Larry. We'll be right back.